What you'll find about Continental Reinsurance is our philosophy has been that of diversification right across the continent. So for us, we have growth potentials in different sectors of the continent, and that has come to play. If you're familiar with the politics and economic performance of various countries, you'll find that one year Kenya is not doing very well, Nigeria is doing well, Mozambique is doing well. We were present in all these countries, so we get the balance from the diversification we have in our portfolio.
Let's take a look at insurance claims. It amounted to 6.76 billion naira. That's almost twice what you saw the previous year. What would you say were the key drivers of this?
There were two major claims, one in DRC, Congo, and one in Mali. But most of the claims that we paid this year actually arose from Nigeria because of, in terms of the attritional claims. Most of them are from Nigeria, but we have a couple of big claims as well.
Your report also did state that negative technical performance factors were partially offset by the positive performance from the investment area. I'd like you to shed more light on this.
As I mentioned earlier, we paid almost double the amount of claims same period last year. That, of course, means that the technical performance was worse and the claims went up. But on the other hand, our investment portfolio grew, and investment returns during the same period grew significantly. In insurance or reinsurance, our income comes from two sides: the technical side, which is the risks that we underwrite, and investment side, which is investment return. So during the first half of the year, the technical side did not perform as well as we had expected, but investment brought in the balance.
Now, paying double the insurance claims did see Continental Reinsurance incur a loss ratio. It went up 46% from 36% the previous year. But what does this tell us of the wider insurance space, not just Nigeria, but Africa, really?
People are becoming more aware of their rights. People are filing more claims with the insurance companies. And of course, for us, when it comes to a certain limit, then we pick up those claims. What I find right across the continent is that there's greater awareness of what the policy covers. There's greater awareness of the rights within the policy, and so people are claiming, making their rightful claims, and it shows that insurance works.
Paying claims led to loss ratio, but ironically, we saw the group posting a growth of 27%. Help us understand this balance.
Well, the claims we paid this year do not really relate to policies or risks that we took on this year. What you have, because we're reinsurers, there's a lag time between when a claim occurs and when the final payment is made. So some of these claims relate to risks taken in 2017. So the two are not directly related. The premium growth is because we've been able to increase our market share for this year. Values have gone up because of inflation, because of exchange rates. So the risks are higher. The premiums are also higher. So this year, it means that we've been able to grow the business by 27% year on year. That does not relate to the 90+% growth in claims payment.
Shareholders' funds went up by 24% to as much as 25.77 billion naira compared to 20.77 recorded the previous year. How much of a happy news would you say this is?
That's great news for us and great news for our cedants, for our clients. As I mentioned earlier, in Continental we look at Alpha 2020 strategy and what amount of capital do we need to grow so that we can meet our liabilities. Last year we started a capital injection for the 2020 period, and last year the first amount of $10 million came into our capital. So our capital is growing based on the way we rightly pointed out. Our business grew by 27% year on year. We paid $6 billion plus in claims. What that means is that we may pay more than $6 billion in claims the same period next year. So we need the capital to be able to meet our requirements. So we have a capital management tool that we apply in Continental Re.
What are your projections for the next half?
The footprint we have right across Africa and the kind of skills that we bring to the market makes us a preferred reinsurer in most regions. Yes, we've done well in the first 6 months. Our projection and expectation is that, and our promise to our shareholders is that we will exceed our budget for year 2018.
So essentially now, the summary of this result, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, is that the imbalances or shortages that we may see in some countries are made up for by diversifications and upticks in other countries where you have footprint.
Excellent, well put.